Walter, a chemistry teacher so pathetic even his own shadow left him. Agah, a quiet court clerk who watched criminals walk free. They were nobodies until life hit them with a deadline. Cancer for Walt, Alzheimer's for Agah. Now, in their final days, they choose chaos. Losers no more. In this episode, we dive into their madness. Buckle up, guys. It's revenge time.
The episode opens with a chaotic scene. By the way, my name is Agah, and my voice is here to honor the memory of a legendary voice artist, one you'll surely remember. You've heard him before.
Ben Optimus Prime.
I am one of the eternal voices of the spotless kind. Let's get back to the scene. An RV crashes through the desert.
RV, that's what you want.
And we see Walter White wearing only his underwear and a gas mask, frantically recording a goodbye message for his family. The sirens of approaching police cars echo in the background. From there, we jump back to where it all started.
Starting your day in your tidy whities. Speeding through the desert in a busted RV, classic midlife crisis move, right? If my neighbor did that, I'd be calling the cops.
Hey.
Not the Emmy committee.
Anyway, we meet Walter as he's turning 50.
Chemistry is...
A high school chemistry teacher.
Stop there! There you go! That green's fire!
With a second job at a car wash.
Make those tires shine, huh?
Oh my God.
He's quiet, unassuming, and frankly, invisible. Then comes the gut punch. He's diagnosed with terminal lung cancer.
Yes. Lung cancer. Inoperable.
But instead of telling his family, Walt keeps it to himself, holding in the despair.
Oh, Cherie, because when life hits you with terminal cancer and despair, the best cure is meth. Who needs therapy when you've got chemistry, right?
At his birthday party, Hank shows a video of a meth lab bust with stacks of cash. That's when Walt first gets the idea.
Well organized.
Hank, how much money is that?
It's about 700 grand.
Maybe this could be his way out.
Unusual, isn't it? That kind of cash?
It's not the most we ever took.
Let's put a smile on that face.
I see the satisfaction in your eyes. Bum, bum, bum.
Walt's life takes a sharp turn when he joins his DEA brother-in-law, Hank, on a drug bust. There, he sees the piles of cash involved in the meth business. That's when he runs into Jesse Pinkman, a former student turned small-time meth cook.
How'd you find me?
Suddenly, the wheels in Walt's head start turning. In the 1960s, a groundbreaking experiment revealed a shocking truth about the human brain.
In the 1960s, a guy named Robert Heath recorded from the human brain. Skull popped off, electrodes lowered deep into the brain, all over the brain, and people can stimulate wherever they want, and they just report what they're feeling. So they press one lever, they feel drunk. They press another lever, they feel happy. They press another lever, they feel sexually aroused. And they're reporting all this, right? So the number one brain area that people want to stimulate, they finally hit this lever where they go, oh, I like that. And they just keep hitting that thing and hitting that thing and hitting that thing. Frustration and mild anger.
I could be drunk, I could be happy, I'm gonna choose frustration and anger.
Exactly. It feels like a hit of dopamine to them, more than anything else.
Walter White, a man who had everything taken from him, respect, dignity, his life's work, was left with only one thing: pain. Just like I had in my character once. I am Agah, and I am here to empathize with Walter And, of course, I am one of the eternal voices of the spotless kind. This sense of invisibility. It's what drives both Walt and me. We've been ignored, pushed aside by society.
Yeni. Neredesin oğlum? Hadi oğlum kahvaltı vakti neredesin?
For years, Walt has done everything right. Provided for his family, contributed to his students, yet no one sees him. It was the same with me, who's lived an ordinary life until my diagnosis.
Ama doktor bey ben her şeyi hatırlıyorum. Yani Alzheimer olunca insan unutmaz mı? Ben 27 sene adliyede memurluk yaptım. Şimdi gitsem hangi dosya nerede elimle koymuş gibi bulurum.
Henüz erken bir safhadasınız.
Mesela sorun, bana herhangi bir şey sorun.
Agah Bey, kedinize su vermeyi unutmuşsunuz. Beslemeyi unutmuşsunuz. Zavallı açlıktan ölmüş.
Nasıl yaptım ben onu?
The moment that we realize our mortality, we both decide we won't die as invisible men. Walt's cancer diagnosis and my Alzheimer diagnosis, these aren't just moments of weakness. These are catalysts pushing us to take control of our own stories. Every failure, every betrayal wasn't just a wound. It was fuel, waiting, simmering, ready to ignite.
When cancer struck, the clock started ticking. The fuel of his pain, amassed over years, was too potent to waste. With nothing to lose, he unleashed it, driven by a desperate need for power, turning to the only path that could channel this energy into something tangible, the drug empire. He proposes they partner up.
You got nothing. Square one. But you know the business. And I know the chemistry. I'm thinking maybe you and I could partner up.
You want to cook crystal meth?
With him as the cook.
That's right.
And Jesse as the dealer.
Either that, or I turn you in.
Come on, man. Some straight like you, giant stick up his ass, all of a sudden at age, what, 60, he's just gonna break bad?
I'm 50.
It's weird.
Let's cook meth, Jesse, because when life gives you cancer, make methamphetamine. I mean, most people might try therapy.
Not me.
But sure, meth works too.
Walt's brilliance in chemistry quickly shows as he cooks a pure, blue meth that's unlike anything Jesse's ever seen.
This is pure glass. You're a goddamn artist. This is art, Mr. White.
They set up shop in a beat-up RV out in the desert, but things go south fast. Jesse's former partner, Emilio, and his cousin, Crazy 8, find out about their operation.
Where did you get this? Because I know your little punk ass didn't cook it.
It's a tense standoff in the desert, and Walt's forced to act.
Hey, I know you. He's with the DEA.
No.
Run, Mr. White, run! You really cook up that batch? You're an artist. It's a damn shame.
Listen, I'll teach you my recipe.
Walt's actions are a desperate response to the immense pressure he's under. He's not just fighting for survival. He's trying to take control of a life that's spiraling out of his grasp. In his mind, this is a necessary step to protect himself and his family.
Ömür boyu unutmak. Unuttuğunu bile unutmak. Tabii ya. Ben her şeyi unutacağım. Hiçbir şey hatırlamayacağım ki. Agah. Bir tane daha alayım. They call him a judge, but I remember the people he let walk free. He's not my first prey, he's my first chance to make it right. I didn't come here to fish. I came to remember who I am before everything slips away. To kill a monster, you must first kill the man inside. And I wasn't ready.
Now, it's time for you to like, comment, and subscribe.